Hi, how y'all doing? It is January the 11th, 2026. It's Sunday. Here in Ontario, Canada, the sky's cloud covered. It's snowing. The wind's blustery at times, right? It's not really cold, but it's cold enough. I'm not going outside, right? My truck's covered in snow, but I'll wait until it's over and then I'll clean it up, right? That's my plan anyway. I dreamt all night last night again. I was dreaming of my ex, fiance. I took him back, right? And then in my dream, I was like, "What the hell am I doing? What am I thinking about? Why did I do this?" Then I changed my dream. I got out of it, right? So yesterday I had a dream too. I laid down and I fell asleep for about an hour or so, and it was different. It had all kinds of color and sound. Right? I had this bell. I have this bell. It's an old cowbell. It's made of brass. Well, maybe it's a sheep bell. I don't know. Too small to be a cowbell. And in the dream, I had my bell, and there was this bucket of water, but in the bottom of the bucket, it was a gold mandala kind of really elaborate pattern, and it was made of brass. So I stuck my bell in the water and binged it off the bottom and then brought it up slowly out of the water to see if I could hear it. And when I brought it up, it made a beautiful sound. I did it several times, right? There was a woman there and a young man. And then, but when I was holding the bell out of water, it would sound like if every television program you ever heard of was coming through that sound. And so I went to show her what was happening. And I turned around and the guy took my bucket of water and ran away with it. Right? I thought that was different. But it stuck with me, right? It was very vivid. I could hear the sounds in my dream, right? Um, so yeah, it was strange. I've been traveling all over the places in my dreams. Schuman today was 55 and then down to 13. So we're at 13 right now. I felt the intenseness throughout the night and the rise, right? My essential symptoms are the same, except for the ickiness in my spine's gone. It's not intense today like it was yesterday, but my feet are really tense and bothering me. So there's that. Weird taste in my mouth. Bit of congestion. I was spitting all day so far. All right, comes and goes, So I know it's not me or something to do with my health or it wouldn't go, right? But yeah, I was thinking about something too. I was watching the radios, read on Tootsie TV on YouTube, right? And how far they've progressed with get the regime out of their country. And then I started seeing the news headlines and everything. How Israel's going to, or Iran threatened to strike Israel with 55 drones, right? Or 500 drones, something like that, right? Which is change, five, right? And Israel said, no, we're going to take care of you guys, kind of thing, right? So we were told one of the markers was Israel saved for last. What if Iran takes it out? People are thinking that it's going to be the Americas, US, the USA, right? But from what I'm seeing, it kind of feels like Iran's going to do it. And if we went back to the biblical war, what is it? They had to have a war for so many thousands, 10,000-year war or something like that, for them to bring their Jesus back or their God back, right? Um, so that they can have land because they have no land. Isn't that strange? I guess they're not from Earth then, right? Because every tribe's got land, unless you don't belong here, right? You're not from here. So I was thinking, I don't know that much about history, right? I didn't go to high school. They kicked me out, remember? Um, so I was thinking maybe the biblical war was between Iran and Israel, what is known as Israel, right? Because Israel was really over here, not over there, right? It's in the States with Jerusalem and Egypt and all those other places, right? I was thinking maybe Iran, that's going to be Iran's job to take them out. And that would be another marker. We're getting closer and closer to the end every day. All the people I watch on YouTube are saying the same thing, right? We're in the last throes kind of thing. So interesting. It's confusing at the same time, right? But it's interesting to watch because it's over there, not over here, right? But I believe Iran is supposed to be one of the oldest countries in the realm. 2,500 or 25,000 years or something like that. They've been around. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know much about history. All this stuff I'm learning new, right? So that's how it goes for me. I'm feeling very antsy today, right? Like, it's not anger, it's not frustration, it's something in between, right? Maybe I'm feeling all the collective consciousness of the people that are fighting in Iran and stuff for their freedom, right? Because there's thousands and thousands of them on the street, right? So that would reverberate out into the collective consciousness, right? They've closed everything down now. Grocery stores, banks, their fake government, the regime, closed all the banks, so nobody's getting money. So everybody just that's it. Everything closed. They're not doing nothing. All right. I feel sorry for the poor people that have nothing and depend on money every day to eat. Right. Let's just hope their neighbors will help them out. You know. At least they're not freezing. They're in the desert, right? I know there's mountain ranges there too. But if it was me, I'd leave the mountains and go down into the desert part so I'd be warmer. Just saying. I don't know, right? So yeah, dreaming off the chart again last night. My son will come home today, maybe. I haven't spoke to anybody all weekend. I've just been hanging with myself, right? Nothing else to do. I don't care for the weather out there. It's winter, right? Here in Ontario, Canada. So I've learned to hibernate, become a brown bear or a black bear, and just not do anything. I don't like playing in the snow. I really never have. It's pretty to look at, but that's it, right? So yeah. All right. I just wanted to make a short video, right? I wonder how you're all feeling. I know my legs are really bothering me from my hips down. Maybe it's the volcanoes that are active. Maybe there's going to be another earthquake. Whatever those are, for real, right? I watched Rod Hayes on B-Dell. It was a pretty good video. And then there's this newcomer that has a channel on YouTube, First Sergeant Dobby, or something like that, right? And they're cutting down Rod Hayes and the Empress Rarebird, saying they're fakes and scammers, right? And they put up a video to try to prove it, but there was no proof, right? Like they said, well, this is Chief Warhorse, which is a real native or melanated dark skinned woman. She's a chief in the United States, right? Well, they tried to use her voice, but you didn't see her speaking. It was just, a different background. So we're supposed to assume, right, that that's Chief Warhorse. And then they tried to put it so it looked like she was speaking, right? They put a video of her, but the lip syncing was way off. You know what I mean? Plus, the voice of Warhorse sounded more like a male than a female. I know I've listened to Warhorse's videos. I have a hard time understanding her because of her speech, right? Her slang. So, and the video where they said we're supposed to be her talking, I could understand it perfectly. So I know it wasn't her, right? But yeah, they're trying to dig Hayes down, Rod Hayes down and shit like that. I thought it was funny. Just all conjecture, no proof, right? They must be the dirty boars, right? Trying to fight back, but they've already lost, you know? And if Rod Hayes is a scab, well, I don't know why he resonates so much with me, right? Because these other people that just did that video don't resonate with me at all. So it's all about waiting and seeing. Everything will come out. The apocalypse is the unveiling, the revealing, right? All lies, all dirt done will be shown. You can't hide in the dark anymore, right? But there's still people out there that are still going to try. Narcissists, right? They go down kicking and screaming. It's all your fault. I didn't do nothing wrong. You know what I mean? Kind of thing. You made me do it, right? But yeah, strange. But it's okay. I know what my body resonates with and what it doesn't. It doesn't like the lies, right? So yeah. All right. Hopefully we don't get too much snow and there's not too much shoveling, right? But this is Canada, right? It was at least it's not as hard as it was yesterday. Or I mean, last year we got dumped big time. All right, it was constantly going up there and shoveling. There was lots of it. But I knew this winter wouldn't be hard because of the caterpillar I seen in the fall. Right, one of those fuzzy bears had no brown stripe on it at all. So to me that means a light winter. And so far this is what we've got. Right. I mean, it was just raining the other day, and it was 8 the other day, right? So that didn't happen last year. So yeah. All right, I'm just taking it easy. I've been laying down, sitting up, trying to get something to change in my body, get my foot to stop being so tense. But I'm sure it's the energies that are floating around. Not much I could do about it till I learn how. Every day I see clearer. Every day the universe brings to my door what I need, desire, and every day I have more gratitude. Love y'all's consciousness. Enjoy this night or day. Okay? Okay. Everything's just groovy, man. Groovy. Bye.